Mayor, I'm sorry. There it is. Yes, Mayor, quorum is present for the City Council, successor agency, Housing Authority, and Parking Authority.
Okay. Before we start, I want to read a proclamation for the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the Mu Beta Omega chapter. That's a lot of syllables. Uh, Empowering our families, lifting the veil on mental health, May 2023 through May 2027. Whereas during the National Mental Health Awareness Month, May 2023 through May 2027, Alpha Kappa Sorority Incorporated, Mu Beta Omega chapter, will use collective efforts to fight the stigma and raise awareness related to depression, anxiety, and trauma by lifting the veil of mental health. And whereas the Mu Beta Omega chapter will encourage the community to start conversations about mental health wellness, how to recognize it, how to manage it, how to seek help, and how to stay educated. And whereas statistics show that using evidence-based solutions can benefit people with mental health wellness to get on a path of recovery. More than half of Americans report that COVID-19 has had a negative impact on their mental health. In February 2021, 46.1% of adults in California reported symptoms of anxiety or depression, and 21.9% were unable to get needed counseling or therapy. 1 in 6 U.S. youth aged 6 to 17 experience a mental health disorder each year, and 396,000 Californians aged 12 to 17 suffer from depression. And whereas empowering our families, the Mu Beta Omega chapter will labor towards lifting the veil on mental health by providing information to the community of Inglewood that allows constituents to know that they are not alone. There is no reason to feel ashamed. It is okay to not be okay. There are always ways to help, and there are people to support their decision if they need counseling or medication. And whereas Mu Beta Omega chapter will collaborate with the City of Inglewood to provide mental health support, resources, and referrals, such as calling 911 when in a crisis, calling or texting 988 when in distress, or contacting the Department of Mental Health Outreach Bureau Psychiatric Mobile Response Team at 800-854-7771 for safe passage. And whereas the observance of mental health awareness calls our attention to break the stigma by building a society that thrives with mental health wellness, and whereas green shall be identified as the color to use to support mental health, and whereas the City of Inglewood shall work towards becoming an inclusive community in which all citizens are educated about breaking the stigma of mental health by lifting the veil. Now therefore be it resolved that the Mayor and Council members of the City of Inglewood, California, do hereby proclaim May 2023 as the beginning of National Mental Health Awareness and Mental Health Wellness Month, and encourage all citizens to begin lifting the veil on mental health by taking advantage of the resources available from the City of Inglewood. Presented this 9th day of May 2023. And we have some members here. Would you stand, please? And the council's going to come and take a picture with you with this plaque that we have for you.
You took some bomb pictures. Bomb. I know, right? You didn't know I was in the I knew you were in all the sororities. What are you talking about, girl? What is she doing? Look.
Okay, before we get started, at 6:30 today on the South Lawn, there's going to be a brief ceremony about Mental Health Awareness Month, and the council is invited to attend at 6:30, be about 6:30 to 7. And we are going to light the green LEDs on City Hall in a few minutes and have it green City Hall for one day.
Marvin McCoy's crazy.
Yes, and speaking of mental health awareness, it's time for public comment. Any persons wishing to make a comment on an agenda item may do so at this time. Mr. McCoy?
Testing.
Okay, Mr. McCoy, you're about to be ejected. You're being misogynistic and chauvinistic. So now, I'm going to give you one chance to get into your comments. One chance.
Okay, so the warrant registers. There's a series of legal fees. Are we still paying your legal fees against Mel McDade? That's longer than a novella on Telemundo. How long is this, when is this gonna get a settlement here? It is time for 3 votes on this council to decide whether or not we continue to pay his bills. I got 1, 2, 3. That's easy. Oh, something about the police and all that. There's a picture going around showing Mark Fonorata. No.
That has nothing to do with the agenda, Mr. McCoy. That is your last,
Is he
that
still
is,
getting paid?
that is your last chance, Mr. McCoy. That would be
Okay,
it.
stop. I'm done with the comment.
All right, thank you. Are there any other public comments? Okay, with that, we didn't open up the library lecture hall because there's been no one there for the past 4 weeks. And so, we'll go on to item CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Move along payment.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Yes, Mayor. Council members, successor agency members, and housing authority members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk,
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Butts.
Aye. We're going to do the consent calendar, but we're going to do item 3 first and separate. So calling item 3.
Yes, Mayor. Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on February the 28th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray, Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Consent calendar, items 2 through 8, excluding 3.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. DR1.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members approve a funding agreement with Murphy Spo LLC in the amount of $3,620,000 to fund specialized legal services provided by the law firms of Burke Williams and Sorensen LLP, and Kane Balmer and Berkman, a professional corporation, provided on behalf of the city
with regards to the development of a National Basketball Association arena and associated facilities located at the intersection of Prairie Avenue and Century Boulevard.
Move item 1.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye, DR2.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members approve a lease agreement with Murphy's Bow LLC for temporary parking at 3729 West 104th Street, Inglewood, California 90303.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye, DR3.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members execute stipend agreements for the Inglewood Transit Connector project, which authorizes payments of up to $3 million to each eligible prosper.
Move 1 and 2.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye, DR4.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members approve amendment number 1 to agreement number 22-190 with Habitat for Humanity of Greater Los Angeles, extending the term of the agreement by 1 year and increasing the fund by $500,000 to cover the additional year.
Move 1 and 2.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye, A1.
Thank you, Mayor. There's no reports from the city attorney's office.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney, CM1.
There are no reports, sir.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager, CC1.
Yes, Mayor, I have a few comments, please. Wanted to know if I can have an additional 1 hour to give my my comments to thank
You getting as
everyone
bad as
for
me now.
Women's- I'm teasing. Okay, first I would like to thank the mayor and council and all of the surrounding governments who honored Professional Municipal Clerk Week. I truly appreciate it, and thank you for the support. And then I also had the opportunity to go to Inglewood High School and meet with our senior government class teacher, Mr. Timothy O'Kane. That's him there on the screen. He was so nice, and he had a great class. So I thank him for the opportunity as well as the principal. It was awesome. Then Saturday, Women's Rock Empowerment Summit. Councilwoman Falk and I, we did that. You know, we are just so happy that it turned out, fantastic. Our staff, we are thankful to our staff, my girls and Malcolm. I won't brag too much. I know the councilwoman will on Malcolm, but he was awesome to work with as well. So I'm just so thankful for that. And then to all of our city employees that helped to make this event a success, I'm truly, truly thankful. I don't want to call out no names, but to everyone that played a part in making the Women's Rock event a success, truly thankful. And then to our supportive team, mayor, council members, thank you guys so much for coming out. I mean, that means a lot when, we have our colleagues there and their faces in the place. The ladies got to see you guys. It was like, all these handsome men, where did they go? I said, they had to go. So,
kicked out.
it was awesome. A special thank you to our Assemblywoman, Ms. Tina McKenna. She did a fantastic job giving the morning keynote speak. And then Dr. Susie Jones gave a word of encouragement. Then our afternoon speaker, Ms. Mignon, she was great. And then, so that was awesome. And then also want to just give a special kudos to Ms. Dana. She was there last year. She came this year to receive her thank yous from the councilwoman and I. Then we have a special council person on the team who has a birthday that's coming up. I think it's Friday. So happy birthday, Councilmember Padilla. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wishing you many more. I know you're turning 50 all over again, so hey, you and Stella turn up. You and Stella have a good time. And last but not least, I would like to wish all of the mothers, I don't care if you're a stepmom, I don't care if you're an adopted parent, to all of our mothers, happy Mother's Day from myself, and to you guys, enjoy your day. Thank you, Mayor. That concludes my 1 hour remarks.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. The successor agency is in session. CSA 2.
Yes, Mayor. Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on February 28th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Successor agency members, Gray.
Aye.
Hold
We want
on, hold on a second. I don't think that you were there.
You're gonna abstain.
Abstain.
I was not there, so I abstain.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Okay, Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. Adjourn the successor agent housing authorities in session. H2.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held February 28th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Housing Authority members, Gray.
Aye. We have to
No,
get this-
abstain.
Yes,
Abstain.
yes, ma'am. Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Chairman Gray. Chairman Buds, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Quick.
Mayor.
I was wondering.
I guess that's a
Must have been a
payback.
big
I'm
party.
That didn't last
sorry.
long.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
Okay. Aye.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
Aye. It's okay. Adjourn the housing authority. Parking authorities in session P1.
Approve of the minutes of the meeting held on February 28th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Parking Authority members, Gray.
I abstain. I really
Yeah.
do.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
The Honorable Chairman Buds.
Aye.
Yes.
Well, adjourn the parking authority. I have two appointments to boards and commissions. Let's see. Councilwoman Gloria D. Great nominates, and I appoint Lee Denham to the Parks and Recs Commission. Is there a second?
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Councilwoman Gloria D. Gray nominates, and I appoint Alethea Metcalf to the Arts Commission.
Move concurrence.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. And now, public comments regarding other matters. We'll have public comments for 1 minute. Are there any other public comments?
Happy birthday, Mayor. No, happy birthday, Councilman D. We doing that today. Wow. The Women's Rock, you know, I love seeing the pictures online. I'm mad I didn't get no macaroni. That's my only complaint. Hi, Gloria. I just like to say hello. It was my birthday too. Hey, Councilman, you got to catch up with me. We're fellow Tauruses, man. I've been partying since 6 July. Once again, happy birthday, Mayor. So we got. You know what? I'm going to be here at 6:30 because mental health is important. You know what? I was excited because I saw a news break. Former Santa Monica got fentanyl. You are my friend. I like you. Keep what you guys are doing in the city clerk's office. I tell anybody who'll listen, those women will go to war for Aisha. Aisha's crazy, but they're good people.
Mr. McCoy,
Freedom of speech is still protected, sir.
Mr. McCoy, your time is up.
Okay, I'm sorry, Councilman.
Hearing no other public comment, we'll close public comment. Mayor and council remarks. Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to request for extra time, if you would.
Well, you don't do it in advance. You see if you can do
I
it.
do.
You
I
can
have
do
a
it.
lot to say. I have a lot to say.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with, echoing what City Clerk said about Women Rock event. It was fantastic. It was well attended, lots of energy in that room. And so I want to congratulate Councilwoman Falk and City Clerk Aisha Thomas on just a really great event. I was happy to be there. In fact, I got there very early, and because I wanted to be there as long as I could. I'm sorry I had to leave a little bit early, but I was there to hear the Assemblywoman Tina McKenna speak, and she really talked about her journey, how she became the Assemblywoman. So it was fascinating to hear her story. I believe in stories because they're inspirational to people who listen to them. And of course, it was about women empowerment And I know you had a number of workshops that were offered to the women there, and so it was just a great event. So I really commend you guys for that. The other thing is that I went to a wonderful Cinco de Mayo celebration last Friday. It was sponsored by the Knights of Columbus, and I was there to support my colleague, Councilman Padilla.
Thank
It
you.
was a wonderful event. I've been there before, and so it's something that you have done for many years, and it continues to be just a wonderful event to be there, a part of. The food was fantastic. There were a couple of hundred people in the room, got to meet a lot of folks. Camaraderie was there, and some of the city staff was there. I know Chris was there and some others. As I mentioned, food was great, and I have to contribute that to the cooks, but certainly to Councilman Padilla's wife, Stella. She was fantastic.
Thank you.
It really was good food. And Alex, the councilman, was out, mingling as elected officials do, but it was a wonderful
He
event.
cooks too. He cooks.
So
Or he
it was
stages
great.
pictures or what?
And I know they raise monies to give scholarships that I heard to many folks, and I think it's just a wonderful event that you have, continues to have. So I commend you on that.
Thank you.
The ICOP Center in District 1 is opening. I believe it opened today. It is staffed by Gwen Goodman, and I think the hours are 11 to 4, so I wanted to make that announcement that it is reopening again. Town hall meeting, or town hall, I've mentioned before that I plan to have one, so it's scheduled for June 1st. It will be at the Inglewood Senior Center. The Councilman Morales was gracious enough to let me have it there. I know it's not in District 1, and so I appreciate Councilman, but it will be at the Senior Center. There will be some.
You need another minute?
Yes, please, Mr. Mayor. Sorry, I told you to say. So there is some repairs that will be done at the ICOP Center, so that's the reason why. Today, I went to another wonderful event at Centinela Hospital. I believe this is Hospital Week nationally, and so Centinela Hospital, there are some pictures from a few hours ago. So Centinela Hospital acknowledged and celebrated their employees today. It was a wonderful event. They had food for employees, and they had a wonderful band, and I met some of the staff there. And again, Centinela Hospital is such an important entity in our community. They provide a tremendous service to the community, and I totally support that hospital. I do want to recognize and acknowledge Sharice Nicholson, who is the executive director, to the CEO, who is Mohammed Nasser. He had to leave early, but I did get a chance to speak with him on the phone, and they are truly committed to bringing the best healthcare services to this community, and I support them on it, and will be working very closely with them because this particular hospital is in my community. One of the pictures you may see is with Karen Price Garzidine. She's the chief nursing officer. I think that's her. But again, I want to give kudos to Sharice Nicholson for planning the particular event all this week, the activities that they had, and specifically today.
Okay. Madam Councilwoman?
Just a couple of more minutes. I want to.
No, you're going on the 5th minute.
Okay, all right. And a couple of things I do want to mention is that real quickly, let's see. There's a couple of items, but I had to abstain on item 3 because I was not here. And there are a couple of other items I just want to make a comment about. I think it's DR, bear with me just a minute, Mayor. There's DR1. I know there was an item on the agenda for 3 million plus that the city, that we approved, but I wanted the public to know that it will be, I believe, reimbursed by the developer. So I wanted to make mention of
Right.
that.
Everything related to legal fees with the developments are reimbursed by the developers, always have been, but you're right.
Thank you. And one other item is just DR4. It's Section 8 housing that was approved, and I just want to comment that it's a great program that this city has for the residents, and I did a little research on it. I know 22 households have been remodeled or whatever, and I think it's 130 some on the list, I believe,
Here,
Mayor.
list of 130.
Yeah.
It stretches out for a few years. 20 residential units have been assisted in, and it's not a complete remodel, it's repairs, roofs, electrical, things like that for older residences.
And I think that's important, and I thank you, Mayor, for making those other comments, because people need to hear about the good things that Inglewood is doing, and so that's very important, I think. And lastly, I wanted to make this announcement and request regarding Inglewood Today. It's the 30th anniversary this month, I believe. And Inglewood Today has been a standard barrier and positive instrument for distributing news and information to the city of Inglewood for over 30 years. As founder and owner of Inglewood Today, Willie Brown has proven to be a strong advocate for Inglewood. Therefore, it would be most appropriate for the city of Inglewood to pay tribute to Inglewood Today with a commendation for his contributions as a small minority business in the city of Inglewood. And with that, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the city and specifically District 1. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Well, Alex, you have no time.
Man, you know, I'm gonna have to take Eloy's 3 minutes again.
You
get 1 minute.
Yeah.
But Alex and everybody that's left, we cannot we cannot go over today, okay?
mercy.
3
Man.
minutes, all right, go
All
ahead.
right, so let me do my quick bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, so first off, Women's Empowerment Rocks. I mean, that was amazing. My sister was there, my sister-in-law was there. They had a fabulous time, so kudos to the councilwoman and our city clerk. You guys did, again, another amazing event. We got to say, meaning the council members got to say a couple of words, then we got booted out. So it was like, this is a woman's event, so see ya.
There you
Don't let the door hit you, you know? And, but it was great.
But Alex, you know what the deal was?
What's that?
Malcolm got to stay because he wore a lavender blazer. I just
What's
want you to
up
know
with that, Malcolm? That ain't right.
It was working.
But it was a great event. So again, thank you so much. A lot of work went into it, but it paid off. I want to thank everybody that came out from the community, city staff, folks up here on the dais last Friday for the Cinco de Mayo dinner and the scholarship fundraiser. It was a huge success, and these type of successes only happen when you have support from others. And everybody came out to support this event, and again, it was just amazing. So thank you to the residents in Inglewood that came out, to our city staff, folks up here on the dais. I had people say, man, Inglewood really represented at that event, and you did. You came out and you showed out. So thank you so much. This Saturday is the fentanyl training that we're putting together with ADAP, the Asian American Drug Awareness Prevention folks, in our LA County Health Facility right next door, as well as in conjunction with the Inglewood Police Department. You know, fentanyl is a big drug that's really impacting so many of our folks, not only young men and women, but our older folks. I mean, it's killing people left and right. So we want to make sure that people are aware of the dangers that come with this fentanyl. And so Saturday from 10 to 12 at Rogers Park, please come out. Please learn as much as you can about this dangerous drug called fentanyl. I want to just acknowledge out here in the audience, Gigi Chan. She is our LA County Fire Department liaison, government liaison. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the city of Inglewood, Gigi. I know we're working together. Yes, please give her a round of applause. She's working with me to put together a firefighter appreciation pancake breakfast at Station 172 coming up on Saturday, June the 10th. So thank you for doing that. And I just want to reiterate real quick on DR1, the councilwoman brought that up to $3 million. That's something that we had already approved previously. What we did today, we just increased it from 2.5 to 3. So it wasn't like a new item that we brought up per se. It was something that we as a council had already approved, and we were increasing the amount. So with that being said, happy Mother's Day. Tomorrow is actually Mother's Day for in Mexico. So Feliz Dia de las Madres to everybody for tomorrow.
And then for this Sunday, happy Mother's Day to everyone. May God continue to bless you, and thank you for being the mothers that you are. God bless you.
You almost made 3 minutes, Alex.
Yeah, that wasn't bad, brother.
Almost.
I don't believe it.
Councilwoman Falk, District 4.
Thank you, Mayor. So I'm going to try and be as quick as I can.
I don't want you to be quick.
I know, right?
Just on time.
So I know you guys heard all about Women Rock, but I just really want to reiterate how thankful we are, the city clerk and myself, for all of the help and support. The staff over at the senior center was excellent. They were so supportive of us, and they helped us implement our vision. So we really appreciate all the support of everybody. I also want to give a special thank you to city clerk's staff. They were excellent. I really appreciate you guys. I feel like I'm an honorary city clerk member. And then I want to give a big shout out to my deputy, Malcolm Patton. He did a great job. The one guy was lifting everything, so a big shout out to him as well. And then lastly, I want to thank our mayor and council members for taking their time out on Saturday morning to come and give greetings. We always appreciate you, and thank you for just supporting the event every year. Next off, I have my community town hall that's happening at Hollywood Park Casino. That's happening on Wednesday, May 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. I want to make sure District 4 residents get this on their calendar. We're going to present some really good information. And again, it will be from 5 to 8. So please be on the lookout, social media, contact my office if you need additional information. But we will be in the house on May 31st. So put that on your calendars. Next up, I did have the first soccer clinic in my district on last Thursday, and it went really well. We had some great pictures. I don't know if our team got those pictures or not, but I took some great pictures. Oh, there we go, with those babies. They were so cute. We gave out soccer balls to them. One of the parents won a little Starbucks gift card. So we just had a lot of fun, and they were great. They loved it. It doesn't take much to make little babies that age happy. So they enjoyed it. And a big shout out to Jose Palomares for helping to implement that soccer clinic in District 4. And then I'm going to ask for an extra minute right here, Mayor.
You already know.
I know. So we have, in District 4, we've been dealing with the homeless squatter house in my district on 116th Street. We have a senior citizen that took ill. She was sent to the hospital, and squatters got into her home after she took ill. And we were notified about a month ago, our team, that the squatters in the district, it's in the house, they've been terrorizing the neighborhood. It has been a mess. So I held an emergency meeting a couple of weeks ago with the neighborhood residents. I got the intel on what's happening in the house. And then, and then we actually today we went out and we were able to remove the squatters. And so I did not do this on my own. I want to thank Cinder Eller, our community liaison, Inglewood Police Department. I want to thank Jerry Tucker, our manager, code enforcement. I also want to thank our Lieutenant Minks for Inglewood IPD. They are the ones that are the hands and the feet on the ground, helping to make sure that everything happens. What we had to do was figure out, because when the senior was sick, she ended up losing her home. Unfortunately, it went into foreclosure. So we had to find the new owners. We had to cut off the utilities and do what we could in order to get the house back for the new owner. All of that happened this morning. It was a great outcome, and I know District 4 residents were happy. We could see little eyes peeking out the windows. They were driving by. One resident was like, yes, it's about time, because they've been terrorized. So this is what happens when you reach out to, our Inglewood Police Department and our code enforcement, to your council member, and let them know what's happening. Ask us to call a meeting with them, get the information so we can do what we can to resolve the situation. So all well that ended well, new owners are in the home. And I just, again, want to thank our team for executing a wonderful plan this morning. Nobody was injured. And lastly, I want to thank all of our moms. Happy Mother's Day coming out, and then wish you all a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. Have a beautiful and blessed Mother's Day. Thank you.
Okay, that was not council comments. That was a Netflix original.
Council thesis.
Did I talk that long? I'm sorry.
No.
No, not at all. Council Morales, we'll make it
Well,
up, Eloy, you and I.
Yeah. So women rock. It's nice to know in a room with 100 women and there's 3 of us. We're handsome. Thank you very much, Aisha. It was a great day. You know, you guys had a great turnout. The item that was just talked about, I have an issue also with homeless folks, and Cinder's working on it. And what's amazing is that when you live in a city like ours with a small city and have your own police department, this is what happens. So shout out to the police department because they know the neighborhood, they know how to respond to the folks. And you don't know that until you move out of a city like ours and you have to deal with a massive department. So we're blessed to have that. And pretty much everything else was covered. Mayor, just want to say happy Mother's Day and Feliz Dia de las Madres if you gave birth to a Mexican person. Tomorrow. The end.
Okay. Well, happy Mother's Day. And I want to tell you, you guys had a great event. The city clerk, Aisha Thompson. Oh, yeah, exactly. I introduced her last, and it was a big issue. And Councilwoman Dion Falk, you guys had a great event. Betty Griffith in RSI, her brother passed, Jackie Robinson, and his services were on Friday. And I just got an email. It says, Mayor Butts, congratulations. You've been selected as a 2023 Business Makes LA County Work Award recipient, known affectionately as BizZ. This is the Hallmark BizFed Award that honors those business advocates and public official allies that made extraordinary impacts in 2022. Mayor James Butts is selected as our elected official of the year in Supervisory District 2, Mitchell. So.
All right, congratulations.
So finally, I've been recognized. And so with that, I'm going to close the meeting in the honor of Dorothy Wilkins Waller and Jackie Robinson, the brother of Betty Griffith. And we're adjourned.
Thank you, Mayor.